Evening everyone, welcome to my humble home. Today we're going to discuss guitars once again. So last week my friend Dave came up, drove with his kids and everything to show me the Bolt guitar that he had assembled. It's a Thunder Road, so it's the Tele style that I also showcase here on this channel. And the purpose, or the reason why he showed me, was because when I was working with the guys at Bolt Guitars, they offered me a discount if I wanted to build one. Because I don't have patience for things, I presented this idea to Dave, like, I know that you're into kits. If you ever think of building one of these, just let me know. Maybe you will be able to use my discount. I checked with them and they were okay with it. But it's still, £300 out of his pocket that he had to pay when there are kits that are way less than that. So he was completely impartial. He still had to spend money, although at a discount rate. Let's see what the outcome was of this little experiment. We're waiting for Dave to complete the Bolt guitar, the Thunder Road, not the Telecaster, definitely.
Definitely not a Telecaster.
No. And it is here now, so I managed to convince him to come back to Blackpool somehow, and so we can see a bit more about this guitar. So I was really curious because, as I said previously, I didn't have the patience or the time to really put the guitar together at this moment in time. I'm thinking, how is it to order what you wanted, to find the spec that you wanted, and to buy it?
I think certainly Bolt have good options in terms of what's available, but for me, I wanted butterscotch blonde Tele type guitar with a black guard, and I went onto the site, very easy to order, and turned up at my house soon after.
Cool. Did they have, I know that they have like the colors and the sort of finish. What did you go for? Did you go for a gloss or for a satin
This
finish?
is gloss. It's not massively glossy, but that's how I've ended up with it. Super smooth. I did dye the neck myself with some Crimson Guitars stains that I had around, and I think it really makes it pop, so I'm glad I did that. Cool.
Was that the plan from the beginning? Did you want like a kit that you could add to it?
No. So deliberately, I've done a lot of kits now, and each time I've done more carving, etc. What I wanted with this one, because I had tried one, I wanted to build it absolutely as Bolt wanted.
All right.
Have it standard, and then I'll modify it. I've noticed some things that I'd now like to modify. But yeah, I wanted this to be absolutely standard to experience the process.
Okay. And when we are all a bit like this with guitars, you always you have, let's say, £400 to spend. I always look at everything under £400, new, used, building, maybe modding something that I had. Did you have other options in mind when you were looking at this one?
Yeah, so I've got a few Teles, and I've realised that actually the Tele is my favourite guitar, but I didn't have something that felt like a really good quality Tele. I love my Squiers, as you know, and I was looking at the classic Vibe 50s. And for a comparable price, I decided actually I'm going to go for Bolt. Reasons being something that I can build myself, make my own, but also I'd seen the neck on the one that you've had on trial, and I loved it, so I thought let's give that a go.
Yeah. How was it actually putting it together from the moment that it arrived, from getting it out of the box up until now? How would you describe it?
Straight away, quality. And I am not on any commission. Straight away, quality. My wife has no interest in my guitars whatsoever, and even she noticed, the quality of the wood, of the body. So yeah, really good quality. I think another point that we were just discussing was that actually I didn't need to buy anything. Literally solder, sandpaper, everything was included, bar the stain that I had lying around. So in terms of even value, it was great. I think when it came to actually building the guitar, as I say, I've probably made 12, something like that before, and you get a wide variety of instructions, etc. And the video instructions that you get with this are knowledgeable, but actually quite enjoyable as well.
All right.
Really well paced, and you know, the guitar fairly much flew together from that.
Would you say that you learned anything from the videos, despite the experience, or it was more like, oh, like reinforcing what you already knew?
Yeah, there was a lot of reinforcements. I definitely learned some new techniques. There's some setup techniques I hadn't come across. Even for me, and I've just been chatting with you about this, string winding. I've never had such nice string winds that I've done. So
you look at it from the shop. It's like when you get a new guitar and then you don't change it for a long time because it's like, I'm never going to be able to put it back as it was.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it looks absolutely perfect.
Yeah, I think definitely learned some stuff. Definitely, even from a perspective of using the packaging that it comes in as protective pieces, was really great. And you know, from an ecological standpoint as well, it was quite nice to make the best use out of everything that I got.
Yeah, absolutely. That's. And how much space would you say that you need to assemble this? Is something they can do like in a living room table if it lives there for a couple of weeks, or is it you need like a garage like I'm here?
So I would say I have a reasonably small office. I did it there from time to time on the dining table, and make use of outside space as well. True. You know, if you're sanding or whatever, definitely make use of outside. But yeah, small space definitely works. The main thing is just having somewhere where in between coats and stuff you can let it cure for 24 hours or longer. So yeah, just having somewhere that you can hang it. And again, even from the videos, they gave you tips on best ways of hanging and everything else. So.
And did you find yourself having to fix issues? Because that's something that we get more and more, even on new guitars. You get the guitar, and like the other day I was just sanding the nut on two of the guitars that I just got. Was that something that you had to do, or?
Absolutely not. So boringly,
like I wanted a challenge.
Everything went together so well. We've just been messing around with this one, and it's set up as it came, and it's almost spot on. I being a geek and also looking for things to do, I've definitely found some things, and you know, the fret markers, now that I've dyed the neck darker, can't see them very well, so I'll replace those. But it plays so well just from the setup it came with, and they do show you through some setup. I just haven't got around to that, and I haven't needed to.
Was there any need for customer support at any point?
A little. So there is a Facebook chat group that's available to everyone. I found that issues were resolved really quickly. I can't actually remember the issue that I went to.
I remember you messaging about something, but I can't remember what it was. And I didn't do the due diligence. But yeah, they did come back to you.
Yeah, really quickly. The one problem that I had was the final screw of the build, where the string tree is. I broke the head on it because I wasn't paying attention. But I've managed to fix that, and it looks great. So yeah, the support's been great. I've also seen others in that chat group getting good support. So no, that was all good. And what I would say as well is the videos really well paced. You can tell that there's a lot of knowledge there. I personally think that the first video, the unboxing video, should be released to everyone as an example of the videos, and
that's a good idea.
And again, like, you're not giving any trade secrets away, but I think that would be really advantageous, so that you can see the actual package that you get, because they are genuinely really good. And I, as someone that's built a lot of guitars, definitely learned stuff.
Yeah, because that's having not seen the videos, I wonder, like, for someone like yourself, is it like really boring? Like,
No.
you go here and like, okay, skip, and then you skip something that was important, and then, but
I actually found, and I did drop a message on the chat group. I found Martin's style and voice quite therapeutic.
he's an actor. Did you know?
I did not know he's an actor.
If you go on his Facebook profile, which I think it's public, it's public information, he works in acting. I don't know exactly if it's like theater or TV.
Okay,
so it makes sense that the delivery.
You can tell now that you've said it. You can tell, but no, they again just well paced. A tip for the guys at Bolt, I would say, it would be great to have a little cheat sheet. So. My process was that I would view the video as a whole, and then I would go and build, and I would have to skip around a little bit if I needed to remind myself. It would be great just to have tick boxes of each process. Some people might like to print it off.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
That would be useful.
Cool. All right. So, having all that said and done, are you happy with the guitar?
I don't play my other guitars anymore.
Well,
this is. And again, I don't want to seem like
Sell out.
Bolt guitars have incriminating evidence against me or anything, but I absolutely love it. So yeah, I'm even going to thin down the guitar collection. I think, you know, the quality of the components as well, we haven't really touched on, but the pickups are wonderful. Absolutely love the pickups. The neck is just a perfect size for me. You know, everything, you know, the vintage wiring and everything else is all top quality stuff. Cool. And definitely what swayed me in building one of these versus buying something was exactly that. It was having something that I've built that I know will be a good guitar at the end, and compared to other guitars I've built which probably have cost me a similar amount of money, and still I'm not quite sure about the pickups or whatever it might be. So yeah, highly recommended.
I guess having everything, like, you don't have to go search for a stain or a paint or a spray that sort of works, and then like, oh, maybe these tuners need to be upgraded for something else. I've seen a lot of people say that they buy kits and then replace all the hardware. That's why some kits are now just like, there's nothing, it's just like the wood, and even that can be tricky sometimes, like buying something just for the body or for the neck. So really cool. I'm glad, because I was a bit afraid, I must admit, that I had talked Dave into doing this, and then he was coming back like, this is absolute not what I expected. This is exactly like everything else that I've built, just with a bigger markup. But I'm really happy to hear that my prediction or what I thought was correct. It's indeed that it's like quality components, like the alder body and the flame maple neck and the pickups and the electronics and the setup that they do in house before it comes out actually means something, and you come away feeling like you've got a good product. Thank you so much, Dave, for doing this all, for building this guitar for yourself.
Absolutely.
Thank you for getting a new guitar, so then you could share with me the experience. It's like a third-party enjoyment, and I hope there's more Bolt guitars in both our future, I guess.
Absolutely will be.
So thank you everyone for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Bye bye.